Blessed Akrat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides me.
Quiet.
Thou my path is wrought of darkness.
Shut up. They have our scent. Run! Just keep running.
Are you out of your mind? He's not going to make it.
He has to.
Blessed Akarat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides
Look at me! All the gold we want is right there.
No, I just came here for knowledge.
They're coming!
I know.
Get over here!
Now, breach the seal. Get us through that door!
Oh, Lord, help me. By three they come. By three thy way opens. Blood show. This doesn't make any sense. Blood. Blood is the key. Blood is the key!
What?
I need two of you!
No!
Go! I'll hold them! Go!
So, it says the blood of the willing goes...
You gotta be kidding me! It worked!
We have to help him!
He's dead already. It's a shame he didn't make it. Oh well, cheer up. Gold splits better 3 ways instead of 4. Must be hidden here somewhere. Read this.
By three they come, by three thy way opens, by the blood of them willing. Hail. Hail the Creator. Oh, hail the daughter of... Oh, no. No.
What about the coin? What's it say?
This is forbidden. This is a summoning. I cannot speak.
Don't lie to me!
We came here for treasure. What is this place?
I don't know. Maybe it's a temple. Or a tomb, or...
It's a gate. Is the key.
eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides me. Though my path is wrought of darkness, guide my soul to thy sacred light.
From thee of this, receive thy salvation. By three they come, by three thy ways, by the blood of the willing. We call thee home. Come.
Blessed Akarat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides me. Though my path is
Open
wrought of
your
darkness.
eyes.
Eternal light protects me. Eternal light protects me. Eternal light protects me. Eternal light protects me. Eternal
There
light.
is no light here. You came to the darkness for knowledge.
Yes.
And all the knowledge you seek is here. Surrender. Speak the words. Call her home.
By three, they come. By three, thy way opens. By the blood of the willing, we call thee home. Hail, daughter of hatred, creator of sanctuary. Hail, Lilith.
Blessed Mother, save us.
Welcome to CGC Machans, and it is time for Diablo 4 beta. This weekend we received the beta version for Diablo 4, and it is an open beta. Anyone can play this game. You don't have to pre-purchase this game. Last week the beta was like you need to pre-purchase it. This time it is open for all. You have 5 playable characters overall, starting off with the Barbarian, followed up with the Rogue, the Druid, the Necromancer, and we have the Sorcerer. So I'm going with the Sorcerer build, and as you could see, there is lots and lots of customizable option for your character. There's a lot of options that they have given as of now. Looks pretty neat. So I'm able to add loads and loads of things over here, like the tattoos, the makeup, the facial makeup, hair, the face. All these things can be changed, and that can be added as well. And also, finally, the name of the character. So I've been thinking, I'm gonna go, since Lilith is gonna be the major villainess. I'm gonna go with Eve. So Eve will be the name of our character. Eval is a Tamil name for Eve, so I'm gonna call her as Eval, but it is Eve. The character that I'm gonna create is Eve. That is what it is gonna be. And I'm not gonna go for hardcore mode. The hardcore, you die, that's it, the game is done. I'm not gonna do it for the beta run. So let's go in. I'm gonna start the game as on easy mode, basically on normal mode or whatever it is. So I'm not gonna go for the veteran mode at present. We'll start off with the normal mode and then probably we'll look at the challenge and
Sanctuary
increase it.
was never meant for humankind. It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells. Instead, it became a new battleground in this eternal conflict. A secretive group called the Haradrim has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was, and Sanctuary's ancient creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind. This is the story of their downfall.
Righto. We are starting the game. That was a good
I
intro.
should find better shelter before I freeze.
Yep. So pretty much we have 0 skills. Probably that is the only skill that we have. I don't know what kind of hit it is. So that is the only skill that we have. Only after leveling up we'll be able to gain more skills as a sorcerer. I would be let me see what I want to do with the build and other stuff. I would need to see what I want to do. Also, I'm not sure at what period this game is taking place, and I haven't gone through the lore. I haven't listened to any of the Activision Blizzard's interview or comment. The only thing that I've seen so far is the trailers of this game. Other than that, I haven't paid attention to any of the other things. I'm waiting for this game, but I don't want to spoil myself, so I'm just waiting for it till the original game comes out. I have
Another
not seen
abandoned
Riker's
town.
videos. I've not seen
Demons
Lama's videos to understand what
everywhere.
is happening and other stuff.
Fangs in the
Probably I'll
dark.
explain as much as possible.
He bit
Okay,
me.
there's a
Careful!
guy
He's a wild
infected,
one.
maybe.
What's it to you?
Oswin, hush! I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a difficult time. This madman just stumbled into town and started causing trouble.
Demons spilling from the ruins. Kill us all. Kill us all.
Ruins? What is he talking about?
Right. It's more like she following us rather
Come,
than we following
I'll
her.
explain. There is evil staring in the ruins to the north. That poor monk back there must have gone inside. Even a holy man like him was driven mad by whatever he saw. We'll do what we can for him. Might have to keep him in the shed for now, though. He tried to bite off Osman's fingers. Nothing special about our little town, but it's home. Could you protect us from whatever is out there? We have nowhere else to turn.
There is evil lurking
Alright,
in those
that's the
ruins.
level up. We have reached
I
level
will
2,
drag it into the light of day.
and that's the lag.
Really? Oh, thank you.
Fine. So let's go. So level up. I will be most probably going with the frostbolt. I wanna do my favorite build from D2. Uh, the f- uh, the frost orb is one of my favorite build in D2. I know this in D4 the frost orb is the second skill that, or by level 5 you will be able to get that particular skill. You are not going to take time to reach that particular skill level. It is easier to get in this. So we'll go for it. And one thing that I hated in this game already, since we just started the game, but already I'm not a big fan of it, is you need to be online to play this game. You need a very good internet connection to play this game. Without a strong internet connection, you cannot play the game. I already have lot of hiccups in kicking off the game. The first thing that I saw was the wait time. I had to wait for 78 minutes to log into this particular game. It's quite a huge wait time, is what I see. Specifically during when US is in, US and Europeans are playing over a weekend, right? It is going to be tough for us to get in, anyone getting in, and also you randomly get thrown out of the session. Also, that has happened as well. And this is not the first character that I created so far. So I have other characters available. I started off my first playthrough as a necromancer. The necromancer truly is overpowered. Uh, from the get-go, you get to raise 3 skeletons who will accompany you. So the necromancer, as you know, you will not be alone. You will have your own army while fighting as a necromancer. And this one, when I pick up certain items, right, it doesn't automatically get into the slots if I do not have a particular item there. So at least that they can correct it. That should not be a major thing for them. It should be easy for them to correct it. If I do not have a glove or gauntlet, if I pick up a gauntlet, it should go into that slot. That would be much easier and better for the players. So that is something that they can correct. And the wait time is so high. I don't mind about the wait time also, but the thing is, sometimes I like to play offline. I don't want to play a co-op, or I don't want to mingle with other players or so. So I like to stick offline. Uh, that is not possible in this game. For example, Path of Exile had this. You will have other players roaming around in the city, but you can still go offline and play that particular game. Even D2 Resurrected, right? It had the same feature. You can play offline. You don't have to be online to play that game. You can play as an offline character as well. Uh, I would I would rather let them take that approach than the D3 approach. D3 approach is where you're asked to go online for any game without online, you'll be thrown out of the game. So if they could do that, that would be better. Uh, the most impact that I faced, the first Necromancer character was okay. I was able to level up Necromancer to a certain level, and it was kind of okay. It was not so bad playing as a Necromancer. Is really powerful, overpowered, I would say, in some certain cases, where I would be easily killing waves and waves of enemy with my undead army. So that's how Necromancer plays. Next, I started off with the Druid playthrough. I had to drop the Druid playthrough because of this network issue. So I had connected with a fairly good network. I will not call it as a very horrible network. It is a fairly decent network. At least I would get speed up to 1 Mbps. So it is not like a very strong network. I get speed up to 1.5 Mbps of speed. It was not enough to play this game. That was quite disappointing for me. Cannot play a game with fairly decent. At this particular point, it's not good. But I'm talking about the days of D3 when D3 came out and all, it was fairly good. So I was able to play as Druid, but there were lots of lag in that particular game, and with that I was not able to concentrate much. I would be clicking something, but the character will be pushed back a room behind or something, telling that this is where you start again. So that was pretty bad. I was not too happy doing that with the Druid. So I had to restart the game again. I changed my network again. Right now, the network speed is somewhere around 15 to 22 Mbps speed. That is the best. That is a decent speed in my country, at least. Do not compare it with US or European speeds. From India, this is fairly a decent speed for the network that we have. So with this particular connection, I don't see much of an issue happening. It is pretty smooth. I was able to do multiplayer and stuff. So I started a sorcerer playthrough. And the sorcerer playthrough, it is not this sorcerer playthrough, it was a different sorcerer playthrough. I built a fire sorcerer. The plan was to go completely fire. I built a fire sorcerer, and it was good. I even completed one of the bosses of this game, and that particular boss, it was a good fight, but it was a tough fight. It was not just an easy, straightforward fight with fire sorcerer. It was pretty tough for me to complete that particular fight. But still, I was able to defeat him. Then the problem appeared again with the GTX cards. So probably you guys might have heard about the issue with RTX, problem with the RTX cards. So you guys might have heard about the issue with RTX 3080 Ti cards. I'm not sure what it is. Is it because of the game, or is it because of the card? I feel that the issue is because of the card. The card has some issue. It should not have a problem playing this particular game. For me, what happened was mine RTX was not the problem with the card, but I record my software, or I record my games using the RTX recording software. I don't use OBS or any other software. I use the RTX software. The RTX software is pretty glitchy for this particular game. I recorded the same day as I was playing the game. I recorded the Fallen Jedi as well. The Fallen Jedi, I did not face any issue at all. It was easy for me. It was a straightforward recording sessions for me with the RTX, and there was nothing wrong in it. But the problem I faced is while doing this game, the recording was not saved. I recorded literally 2.5 hours of recording, I guess, and I lost all the 2.5 hours of recording. I'm not able to retrieve that particular recording. Also, I don't know what has happened, but for some reason the recording was lost completely, and that was kind of bad. I don't know what was the problem there, whether it was with an RTX or whether it was with this particular game. But some reason every recording was lost, and that's why I have to create one other character now. This particular character, Imal. I'm gonna go for crossbow. I wanted to do a rogue rather than going for a sorcerer again, because rogue is something I never played so far. Barbarian, I've never played in any of the Diablo games as a barbarian. I don't know why, but some reason I'm not too convinced playing barbarian. I'm not sure why, but I've not done barbarian till now. So I wanted to do a rogue character. Rogue is pretty special, and I like to play that character because it might be quite challenging also playing that particular character. So I wanted to do a rogue, but unfortunately I was not able to do it. Yeah, we have completed the quest now.
Gotta protect yourself out there.
You've returned.
The old ruins are clear. Your town should be safe now.
Truly. Ha! By the light, you are heaven sent. Oh, I'm so sorry. We haven't any coin to offer. But we have hot stew, good company, and...
Stay for a pint.
Wash out the taste of the stew.
We'd be honored if you'd join us.
To our savior.
Thought these guys were sketchy. That is true. I don't know what they're gonna do with this. This is a welcome change. The regular clear the dungeon or clear the cave mission, and from there following up with other missions. Rather than that, they've given us something different here. So I'm pretty happy that they have done that. They've adopted the darkness in the game as well as the gameplay as well. I like that. Hatred, a father burned his children a fire. Father of hatred is Mephisto, right? Yeah, Mephisto. I saw the weak made strong, the pack of lambs feasting on wolves, tears of blood. 12, way to hell. Surrender. Okay. Oh, like sing hatred hard. Oh, this is Rathma's prophecy. Rathma, okay, I should explain the story. Probably we will explain the story. Wherever they say hatred, they mean Mephisto. Some spear piercing the heart of Mephisto. So I'll tell about Rathma, who Rathma is, and who Mephisto is first.
By mother's blood, by mother's body, so shall you witness her glory before you die. Not ready yet. No!
They're coming! The whole damned village! Get up! Get up! We have to fight our way out! There! Take them!
Alright.
May the light preserve
Yosef,
us.
the monk, saved us.
Lost souls!
Right,
All of
we'll
you!
make short work of these guys. I don't think there were too many. I remember how many of them were there. 6 or 7? Yeah, hardly there were 6 or 7 guys in the tavern, right? That we were there. Alright, let's finish them off, and there is one.
You
Like
are
you.
blessed like us now.
That was all of them.
Alright,
Right
stop
willing.
them.
Madman. Those heretics drugged me after I returned from the ruins. Just like you. I came to my
Is
wits
it
and
dead?
escaped. Tried to get inside the chapel,
it
but it was
poisonous?
locked and... What manner of evil is this? Petals? Of blood?
They must have fed them to me.
A blasphemous ritual. How did they learn this? Perhaps the answer lies in the
Right.
chapel. They kept it
We'll
locked
go
up
check
for
the
a
human
reason.
and the Seki.
The key might be on that woman who was leading them.
We'll go for the chapel now. I like the way that they've designed the key in this particular game. I remember the other game, Diablo 2, right? Where you can get the key to unlock chest, and the chest gives you some useless item. I've never seen a good item coming out of chest ever. Okay. More petals of blood.
Only fire can cleanse the darkness in this place. Have a look inside, but hurry. I will prepare the torch.
The ones I was fed. Is this real?
shameful. Our Father has granted you a path to salvation. And yet, you stray from it at every opportunity. You drink and gamble. You covet and steal. Shameful.
Sin is their birthright. My children. The lords of hell are coming to devour our world. Salvation lies not in the light, but in you. The faith has taught you to deny your heart's desire and turned you into a prisoner within yourself. Break the chains and discover who you were meant to be. Break the chains and be beautiful in sin.
Resist! Resist her temptation! Vani, it's me. I brought your child into this world.
Go to the dry steps and continue your preparations. Now, our true work begins.
And there she is, Lilith's
You
person.
came to thank the light. Looking for the town priest. He stopped sending tithes, and I came to find out why. As I neared the village, I sensed darkness around the ruins. I went to investigate. Found the priest's body. Demons. Foolishly, I took shelter in Nevesk and ate their food. You know the rest.
Okay.
You collapsed inside. I thought the darkness had swallowed you. I dragged you here and put this cursed place to the torch. What happened to you in there?
I saw a vision. A horned demon. She said the lords of hell are coming. She wanted to help the people survive.
Help them?
She called them her children. And they welcomed her like a mother.
Mother? No. It cannot be.
I must report to the cathedral. Listen, there is a hermit to the northeast. A man of questionable loyalty. But he knows of the forbidden. He might be useful to us. Bring him to the
Just few more
cathedral
things
in
about the hermit.
Pjorvashad,
Who's the mother?
And you will be in the light's favor. Do not call her that. It is a demon, Lilith. The gospel says that she will walk among the people, posing as the mother of sanctuary. If she is here,
It is humankind's own sin that has brought her. He surrounds himself with
Okay,
dark
then.
knowledge.
Now we need
Tread
to go and
carefully,
find
and pray
the
he
hermit,
has not fallen to
who is
Lilith
going to
as
be
well.
somewhere in that golden region that is shown. So that is where he is. We would need to go there, meet up with this guy, and hope that he is not a follower of Lilith. So finally, Lilith is here. She is the Blessed Mother, and I hardly remember the stories. So, just to give a background of my experience with Diablo, I started off with the first Diablo. My cousin was the one who introduced me to this particular game. Did not let me play when it came out. Did not let me play. He was playing a demo version of Diablo. So in the demo, I think you can finish off the first level of Cathedral, and the second level you may enter, and you cannot proceed further. And with that second level, I don't think you will be able to defeat the Butcher for sure in Diablo. So that Diablo was the first game that I ever played. I was super impressed with that particular game. The first game of this genre. It was Diablo for me. I played as a warrior there. I was very much impressed with the way that the game was created. And later on, I started off with Diablo 2. And that's the first of almost level 3 we have reached. We are able to get this particular skill. So that's how easy it is to acquire this particular skill in the game. So after D1 Diablo, I went for Diablo 2. I was waiting for Diablo 2. I started playing Diablo 2. Initially, I had no clue how to play that particular game in the first place, how the skill system worked, because Diablo 1 was straightforward. You don't worry about the skill system. You just have to distribute points to your character and then get better weapons and equipments and defeat the game. So it was pretty much straightforward. But Diablo 2 was different. There were lots of skill system that came into play. We had to invest points on various skill sets, and we have to work on different combination of skill sets because one skill will definitely accompany the other skill. That was there in Diablo 2, and that was something that I liked as well. Skills which can gain boost from the earlier skill points that you invested. So that was a real change to the formula, and it was so grim and dark. I love that game so much. D2. Then came D3. D3, I was not into the game from day one because of the accessibility of that game in my country at that particular point of time. I had to wait for a few months to get my hands on D3. Once I got into D3, I was kind of surprised. It was more of a cartoonish look that was there. But still, I was not like, I hate this game or something like that. I gave it a try. I gave it a try. D3, definitely I gave it a try. I started off as a monk in D3. It was good. The game was really good. Then the skill system was totally different again. There was this rune-based skills that was there. I just have to select 4 different skills with an extra rune attached to it. Other than that, there was nothing. And sorry about these crosstalks. It is not me. It is something to do with the game. I don't understand why it is going. I'm not using that button, right-clicking for the crosstalk, but some reason at particular point of time it just goes. The spell just automatically casts. I don't know why it casts the spell such manner. Probably something. Maybe since it is a beta version, it might be. I'm not sure about it. And so, as we were talking about, right, Diablo 3. After getting it into Diablo 3, I just went for the entire game. I completed the entire game. I was not impressed with that particular game, not because of the cartoonish look and non-grim look that Diablo 2 had, right? It was not the case. I was not too satisfied with the storyline of D3. D3 had some story there, that's it. It it was not something major for me. Specifically, D3 it was not something major for me. Probably because we were just fighting the lesser evils initially, not the prime evils. And finally, Diablo entering into the heaven and destroying the stone crystals. All these things happened in that particular game at the end, and then an expansion pack where the Angel of Death came in. I was not convinced with the Angel of Death concept at all. So, what is this? The notes.
Is anyone here? What are you hiding back here?
Short fangs. Young. Freshly turned. An easy kill. Further south than the others. They're spreading.
If you're going to trespass into my home, rifle through my things, then at least have the decency to join me for supper. I'm bloody hungry.
That's quite the story.
I wish it wasn't true, but it is. Why did I have that vision?
Thank those friendly villagers. They gave you the blood of Lilith.
The blood of a demon.
Not just any demon. The daughter of hatred. The mother of sanctuary. She was banished ages ago. But this world is her creation. It was prophesied she would come back.
What does she want?
That's the question. Sanctuary has always been trapped amid the eternal conflict. A war between angels and demons. But Lilith serves neither side. She has her own plans for us.
And me? Am I corrupted?
Not sure yet. But you two share a connection. What will you do about it?
Use it. Find out what she's after.
Good. Then we're in this together. Rest while you can. Then we'll start in Kiovashad. If we can't stop Lilith, we'll all be damned.
I was not comfortable eating with this guy. When he offered food, the first thing I thought was, okay, we ate food last time and we got caught, almost got killed, and then came out of it. This guy, we already had a warning as well. We had a warning that this guy might have fallen to Lilith, and he offered us food and we took the food again, yet again. I wouldn't have done that for sure. I would have been more careful, but luckily nothing happened to us, so that's good. And these fallen guys, they've grown. They've grown so much. D2, D3, they used to be the short stuff around, and we used to bully them always. Now this fallen and the fallen shamans have grown. They are taller than us. And the fallen shaman is so tall. I thought they were all small dwarfish kind of a creature is what I was thinking about. But now they are like a giant to us.
I lack the needed mana.
And also, speaking of D3, right? We were talking about D3, right? I was not too happy with the storyline of D3, the way that they had narrated the entire story. It was kind of okay.
Never
This is
thought
captured.
I'd live to see all
Oh,
this.
Narius, okay.
The angel in Arius. I'm sure you've heard the Cathedral of Light babbling about their holy father. Well, he's real. An angel walks among us.
No.
And when he learns that Lilith
They are
is
not
here,
ancient enemies anyway.
blood
So, okay,
will
fine.
flow.
We will talk about it later.
They
Right?
are ancient enemies. They'll drag the whole damn world into their
Okay,
feud
so
unless we can stop it.
so on D3, right? Not too impressed with the story
Let's
the way
not
that
linger.
they were telling the story.
Kyovashar
I
lies just
prefer
ahead.
it to be more grim rather than just colorful as it was in the game, right? The game was colorful, the story was colorful. That's how I felt. I prefer more grim approach to the story. Even this particular game, right? I'm happy with the way the voice actors are. Joseph and this guy, Lothar, right? Both of them.
We have no time for this. To enter Kyovashad, you must perform a cleansing ritual. It's a meaningless gesture, but some people take comfort in it.
Fine.
How dare you?
Just let him through, lad. I've tried for years to get Lorath to do the ritual.
Fear, anger, pride, greed.
Fine. But this
Nothing.
one
I will
stays.
scribble.
I'll meet you inside.
Nope, I didn't say anything to you guys.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine and inscribe it with the sin which troubles you. Then...
This is a waste of time.
Did you say something?
So, whatever we scribbled right over here, if you're gonna put it as anger, hatred, or pride, whatever it may be,
You
the
must feel
dialogue
as though a
with Lothar is
great
gonna
weight has
change.
been lifted from you.
He will give a different dialogue.
Welcome to Kyovashad.
Yep. So, if I had anger, he would have said something blabbered about anger. Okay, where is it going?
So, what did you write on the little piece of wood? I bet you didn't write anything at all. Wouldn't blame you. Well, it matters little, I suppose. I'm off to the dry steppes in search of that pale man from your vision. I must know what part he plays in all this. But first, I need you to retrieve something of mine while I finish my negotiations. A merchant in the center of the city has it. Just tell him I sent you. Sacrificing, summoning demons, honing all the wonderful gifts that Lilith gave them. The cathedral loves to go on about him. His imprisonment in hell, his valiant escape, his glorious return here, the world he created. But they never mention how being tortured in hell for a few millennia turned you into an arse. There was a prophecy, yes. It foretold the rise of the primevals, the return of Lilith and Inarius, the doom of our world. Inarius adopted the prophecy for his own selfish purposes, put it in the Cathedral of Light's gospel, and made it seem like he would be the hero to save us.
Alright, I think that's the dialogue. Let's go retrieve this weapon.
Sway back, cloudy eyes. This poor thing is practically crowbait.
He's getting a dead horse, and this is gonna be our town portal. First waypoint has been unlocked. Let's go to this guy to get the weapon.
Ah, so the old man's
Buy it
finally decided to buy it back. Knowing him, he didn't mention coin, did he?
If he wants his weapon, you will need to
But no
pay.
problem. We have tons and tons of coin. All these coins are just because I played the other characters. That's why.
Wait. The old man sold me this too. He said he didn't need it
So we cannot
anymore, but I
sell
think
it.
he'd want it back all the same.
Why can't we
No
directly put it
charge.
into the slot? Okay, I guess we can sell the rest of these stuff. And as you guys always know, it is not
Well
a
struck.
good idea to sell stuff. And this is the amulet, right? What amulet is it? A strange amulet. Where is it? Oh, in the quest items. Okay. You have different slots for each items. That's nice. I hated this in D2 because when we collect the box, right, that occupies most of our space.
Ah, apologies.
He also gave me this amulet. What is it?
The mark of the Haradrim. An ancient order of scholars and mages, sworn to protect Sanctuary from demons. These days, we are few in number. There is another Haradrim, Donan. His breadth of knowledge about demons is equal only to his hubris.
Sounds like he could help us.
You should seek him out in Skosglen. But don't forget about the cathedral. They'll be expecting you, and they might prove to be useful allies too.
You're not coming with me?
I'm going to the Dry Steppes to find out who that pale man is. Join me when you can, just be careful. Your ties to Lilith, the visions you see. You are the key to finding her and stopping whatever she has planned. Sometimes our paths in life are set to collide. We just don't know it. Whether it is by accident or fate's hand, there is nothing we can do about it. The wanderer lost in the storm, fed the blood of Lilith, saved by a lone monk. Different lives and incidents drawn together. By what? Destiny? Or some greater power pulling the strings? I did not know. But at the time, I thought I had the chance to protect humanity from the daughter of hatred. The Wanderer's connection to her gave me hope. Imagine that.
All right, we left. And here's a welcome message for us. And I need to apologize to you guys on this particular part of the game. I've lost the entire game soundtrack. I'm not sure what has happened. The soundtrack did not record. I don't see this as a Diablo problem. I see it as a RTX recording software problem. For some reason, it has happened. And this blue market, these are all the side quests that are there, which we can get, which we can complete and get some specific rewards and experience from it. So these side quests are good. Right, and then what else we have? There is one more side marker over here. We'll get that side quest also recorded, and the world statue. So we are an adventurer difficulty level. We have veteran, nightmare, and torment. Just 4 level of difficulty. I think I'll go for veteran. Monster gives 20% increase experience. Monster drop 15% more gold, and enemies are challenging. Enemies are easy. I don't want easier enemies in this particular game. Let me go for veteran difficulty itself. I'll stick with that. So there is a captain over here. She is asking us to do a particular quest. Her militia are slogging a lot. They are doing a great job, and she doesn't want to cheer them up. If she cheers them up, she feels that they're gonna think that her captain is kind of easygoing, and they'll be kind of happy. So she want us to go and cheer them up and come back to her for some gold over here. And this is a tutorial quest, is what I see. In this particular tutorial quest, it is going to teach us how to send messages to other players or to the NPCs or to the other characters that are there. So these are the different messages that we have. Right side we do not have. Left side, sorry, taunt, empty, thanks, bye, cheer, follow, and help. So we are going to cheer up these guys so that they feel happy. Now we go report back to this particular captain, and the captain will be happy with what we have done, and she will reward us with what? Experience? Yep, experience, and that is one skill point. She just gave us one skill point. I'm gonna increase our frozen orb. Oh, there's something else that we received. So I'm gonna increase our frozen orb and the frost bolt. That is gonna be the primary attack that we are gonna use. I'm just gonna keep dumping points into them. I wish that some of the power that we have invested in Frost Orb follows up into the Frozen Orb as well. I wish that had happened, but unfortunately, I don't think it is happening. And here we are going to get into another cutscene, but unfortunately, I don't have the audio recorded for this particular cutscene over here. So this gonna suck. So it's not gonna be really good. I would need to just speak out on the audio part that is there. We must be ever vigilant against the sin. Yes, Reverend Mother. Yosef is talking about, and there is the Reverend Mother Prava, and she's just blessing him right now. And she is going to be one of the major characters in this particular game who's going to give us a lot of quests. And we need to, we'll interact with her for quite some time in this particular game. So he sent me on without him. Okay, putting faith in the old man was a mistake. What could possibly be so great or important? And we say Lilith. All right. So you know, when mother says, we have received word from one of our night of a demon sighting in Gale Valley. The description matches too closely to the sightings in Nevesk. So it's Lilith then. If you would travel to Yaslina and take a stock of the event there, you would have the gratitude of the Cathedral of Light. I had thought to send Lothar, but again, he fails in his duty. With or without Lothar, the will of Inarius shall be done. All right, that's the cutscene. Here, take the night report before you go. We have the night report over there. We'll collect it. That is Vigo's report. So he is reporting that there was a demon sighting. Routine inspection, nothing yet. Sentinel priest, escort of night will report if we find something. So that's a report from Vigo. So we are asking about the Lilith. The skill is unmatched, but you can see he's not reliable. Lothar. In defense, he went off searching for a pale man, accompanied Lilith. So someone is helping her. How easily the soul of men sink to darkness. Think of it. She is a spawn of a prime evil. Mark my words. Namask was but the beginning. She will kill again. But our father, the angel Nereus, is prophesied to defeat her. Where there is faith, there need not be fear. What happened to Yasmin? One of our folk, the watch commander Vigo, sent word of a demon sighting. A girl claimed to see a horned woman. The risk is too great to dismiss. Seek him out. He should be well into his search. Cool then. That's it. So the story continues. There has been sighting of Lilith in the mine, and these blue marker are all are secondary quests that we received from other NPCs that we can do. So now we have to go and search of Lilith, who is in a particular mine. So the recording is literally very huge where the audio is not recorded. I did a particular dungeon during this particular run. Probably I may not show that particular dungeon run without any soundtracks or anything as of now. We would directly go into the main quest line. That is what I would do for now. Since this is a beta version, I don't want to have the other quest or other side things that I've done. I'll probably show most of the side things that are there, but not too much. I don't want to show an entire dungeon, which is nothing more. And this is something that is there in this particular game. You can play with others. You can accompany others while in open world. If you see, there is a necromancer and the other one is a barbarian, I guess. Both of them are higher levels. The necromancer is level 25. If you see him, he already has literally 5 skeletons and 3 wraiths with him. So that's how strong necromancers are. And I'm pretty much surprised he doesn't have a corpse explosion skill. That is kind of overpowered, is what I heard. The explosion skill that is there. So I'm surprised that he's not using the corpse explosion at this particular point of time. That's quite surprising. And I'm just doing the side quest which was there, the first side quest where we need to find some kind of shipment that got lost. Was it? Yeah, I think that was a side quest along with this particular necromancer. I think he is also doing the same side quest at level 25. So probably he has done the entire main quest or main act one. He might have done certain dungeons also to reach this particular level. The level reachability, right? The way that you reach the level, correct? Different higher levels. It is not so tough. You can easily get in to different level, but actually you need to spend 2.5 3 years of your time to reach to reach level 25 or so. The other character, the fire sorcerer that I have, the fire sorcerer, I reached level 10, when I faced the first main boss of this game. There he is. Are you the monk? Indeed, I am. My God turned on me, tried to choke the life out of me. All I could do before I lost consciousness was go over the cliff. All right. So he fell from the cliff. I need to return to her and request a night escort. Please take the demands to the merchant of Lord. Okay. He's giving another quest. And we got some items, so we need to just go there, inform about him, so that they send a night escort to save this guy. So that is gonna be our next task. I think our necromancer should have gone this way into this particular city. We might meet him again also over here. Since he has spoken to that particular person over there, he should be coming over here to inform the night guard. And we have our next waypoint, and there is another sorcerer, I guess, standing here. That's a necro guy. He's not here. I need to make necessary arrangement. Please excuse me. Okay. Thank you then. Waypoint unlocked, and side quest is done. 624 experience, along with a box. We have received a box. That box has different ores. What do you need? This is another side quest that we have. An arrangement I made went away, and I was extorted by the ruffian. Lucas, okay. He camped somewhere near the pass to the northwest. Return the gemstone he stole, and I'll make it worth a while. Worth your while, sorry. And where is this guy? Oh, that is. Now we just need to travel here. It is not too far away. We can still go ahead and complete that quest also. Is that the necromancer? Not sure if it is him. But anyways, we'll continue on. So this would be a good game. Oh. Ah, there he is. Yeah, it was a necromancer. So this is a good game where you can do a lot of co-ops. You don't have to have friends to play this particular game. You have people here who's ready to help. If you see this particular necromancer, also literally we are traveling the same way. We are doing pretty much the same quest, so we can help each other out as much as possible. Uh, I know he is killing too much. His level is so high, he is able to kill so much. But still, we are also dealing enough of damage and supporting him along with the skeleton. We are also supporting as much as possible to his cause and to our cause as well. So these are some of the good things that comes out. Because of the drawback that I told you, right? You cannot play this game on solo mode. You need to have it play this game on online. You have to play the game online. You cannot play this game without the online connection. You need to have an internet connection to complete this particular game or to play this particular game. So that is a drawback. But the strong suit here, there is some necromancer who's level 25 doing the same quest. I don't know who this guy is. He's helping us, and we are helping him as well during this particular quest line. And I think he's also in a little different difficulty that we are. Now you can see how tough the enemies are. The enemies whom we were killing them in a couple of shots. Now we need a couple of frozen orbs to send to the spinal merchant. This will cost him dearly. Okay, I think this guy is gonna fight us, and we will fight him. Not we are not alone. We have the necromancer also present. So with his help, I think that will be easy. Completed marksman, kill 30 enemies. Okay, you completed one of the tasks that is there, and that guy is down. Is there anything over here? I don't see anything. I think we can go back to the town for our reward. Don't see anything that is available here. So let's town portal back to the town. I'm not sure why the necromancer is not using the town portal rather than he is happy running around for some reason. So let's go back to this guy. So the deed is done. Excellent. True worth of my trust. Okay. I'm sure our word spread. We will no longer summon the lesser. Our strength, our might, our destiny is to triumph over the weak. Okay. So now this is done. 1600 experience is what we get. Now we'll continue with our main quest line. That's what we'll start doing now. I kind of skipped through the entire dungeon segment that we have done. I've reached level 10 right now. So I've skipped the entire dungeon section that we did, just because I don't want to show the entire dungeon that we did, and we had a tough time facing all those bosses over there. Specifically, the boss, I had a real tough time with the dungeon boss. Kind of our weapons are under leveled, and here there's one more side quest. There is a group of wagons that are there. People are under these wagons and they are asking us to help them survive. So this is one of the side quests that pops out as a real world event. It is not that someone gave us a quest or something. It is just a world event that we found before these monsters destroy the cart and devour the humans, whoever are there under them. We need to try and stop them as much as possible. So that is the side quest that we have now. We'll try our best to save all these guys. Maximum all these things are like werewolves. That is what I see, and they have started destroying the cart already. I hope at least we can save someone. Uh, that is one main boss that is done, or a stronger boss that is done. Oh no, oh no, the cart is breaking up. The cart is breaking up. Almost half life is done for that particular cart. I need to stop this idiot. And there's one other guy who's breaking the other carts that are there. Almost they have broken through the cart. Okay, I don't see any more enemies coming in, but I don't see the cart staying alive also. Uh, let's see if we can at least save that one last card that is there. Yep, yep, we have done it. We have done it. And this is going to be the reward for saving that one last card that was there. And there's just one person whom we saved. That's good. At least out of three, we saved one, right? At least she should be happy. I don't think she'll survive this forest for sure. Right next turn, there are so many monsters that are there. We should kill her eventually. I don't feel that she'll be able to survive all these monsters that are there. And who's this big guy? And we have frozen him. I like this freezing attack. Specifically, the fire build that I did, right? I was not too happy with the fire build that I did. I was doing on normal difficulty. Even at that difficulty, it was kind of tough for me to defeat enemies. I know that the initial power skill are not so great. Fire skills are not so great. The firebolt that is there, that is one skill that was there, which I was not too convinced or too happy with the skill. The second one, right, was I had an option. I should have taken fire blast. I didn't take the fire blast. Instead of fire blast, I went with a skill which was more like Archon. If you remember D3, Archon was one of the strongest build for sorcerer. Archon sorcerer was like you don't even have to worry about certain stuff. The Archon sorcerer will just disintegrate your enemy within a second. So I went with the Archon build, but unfortunately Archon is weak in this particular game. I don't know how it is weak. It was not so great. The Archon skill, some of the creatures who were standing right next to me were not affected by the Archon skill at all. So I was kind of surprised by the way that Archon was running around, or running around with the Archon skill. Loads and loads of enemy. I was not able to do anything to them at all. So it was not so great. And I had a real tough time with my sorcerer compared to the frozen orb sorcerer that I'm running right now. The frozen orb sorcerer is really good. I think what I would do is after getting the next stage of levels, right? From Frozen Orb, I will definitely go for Frozen Armor. Either it will freeze other people or it will give me enough of armor so that I don't take too much of damage. So that is something that I'll do. Service do you provide? Okay, I provide a steady supply specimen for clergy nearby. However, their desire for knowledge has become more dangerous to satisfy. Okay, what are they asking for? I require a host of intact ghoul hearts from the surrounding area. There's something special about when a dead nearby. They can reanimate with only a few drops of blood. I venture out and retrieve these myself, but I'm more accustomed to dealing with fully dead. Your discretion is appreciated. Okay, fine. We'll go and get her the ghoul hearts, required ghoul hearts. So there are two more side quests that are there and the main quest over here. My husband appeared or left our home. In middle of the night, I heard him talking to someone, another woman. I went to confront them, but they fled towards a strange light in the forest. They have been gone all night. I think it is time I went after him, but the forest is dangerous. Would you accompany me? All right, then. We have a follower, Christina, right? Christina. We have to go and find her husband. Before finding her husband, we can get the ghoul hearts here. Yeah, there are a lot of ghouls over here. I did the same quest in the other character, and I had lot of trouble killing all these ghouls. A lot of trouble in the sense like I use that Archon, the fire ray or the laser beam skill that was there, but most of the ghouls would reach me, and I had to beat them up once they reached me. So that's how it was. But here, none of the ghouls are able to even touch me. They're not able to get close to me. So that's how strong the frost build is for a sorcerer. So I could try the lightning build as well. That is something. What I want to do with this particular sorcerer is frost is going to be the primary source of damage. My left mouse button and right mouse button are going to be with the frost damage, frost skill. And then the next skill that I'll go for is I heard that Hydra's skill is really powerful in this particular game. I'll go for Hydra. Definitely, I'll go for Hydra. That is something that I want to use. And we have something over here. Perks. Okay. Okay. For completing certain activities, we do get perks. That's nice. And this is where her husband should be. We need to travel a long distance to reach her husband, right? And as far as our ability goes, I'll just increase my frozen orb. That is going to be the target at this particular point of time. Keep going, keep putting points in that so that we can deal more damage with these guys. And now we go to the other part of the quest. So we have reached the point, and this has caused more trouble for me. The recording has caused more trouble for me right now. I think I need to restart it, and unfortunately, I'm not able to show you the entire quest or what happened. And here is his husband.
My sweet
And that's the lady.
Fyodor, may you know bliss.
Fyodor? What has happened?
Oh heavens, don't know. Fyodor, what has happened? Oh heavens, no knows what she's telling.
I have witnessed such pleasure, such pain. I must have more.
What? Fyodor? How is it that you...
Please go after the woman who did this to him. Okay, we'll go after her.
Who did this to him?
More!
I guess this is a reference to Hellraiser. Chained, skinned alive. So I guess this is a direct reference to Hellraiser movies. Someone should from the franchise should be a fan of